Welcome to another edition of our treatment of the International Sunday School lesson. Today's lesson is entitled Confidence in God's Shepherding, and it's taken from the 23rd Psalm, verses 1 through 6. Today's lessons for November the 3rd, 2024, fall quarter, lesson number 10. Now, a little background information. The phrase of David can mean David wrote the psalm. However, it's not 100% certain. The Hebrew phrase often translated of David, Lidovid, does not necessarily indicate authorship. The Hebrew preposition lamad, the la part of the David, can mean to, for, by, or about. The phrase of David in psalm titles can mean the psalm was written by David or for David by someone else, or it was dedicated to David by the author. But regardless who wrote the 23rd Psalm, it is one of the most encouraging chapters in the Bible. Life can be hard. We can have challenges that almost consume us. Those of us that know Jesus know that the Lord is our shepherd. He restores our soul in times of need. Psalm 23, 1 and 2. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. Now, still waters indicates a place of safety. The word still in the word manaka, which means rest and security. God is the source of our rest and security. God said in Ezekiel 34 and 12, as a shepherd seeks out his flock when he is among his sheep that have been scattered, so will I seek out my sheep, and I will rescue them from all places where they have scattered on a day of clouds and thick darkness. I am so thankful for the times that God sought me out when I strayed from the fold. The times I have been consumed with issues in times of trouble. The Lord sought me out and was deliverance. Psalm 23, 3 and 4. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. For you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. Friends, trouble can drain our joy. Sin drains our joy. We can turn to God and he will restore us. He restores us to the path. The path of righteousness is the life of godliness. The writer of Proverbs says in Proverbs 12:28, in the path of righteousness is life, and in its pathway there is no death. God's way is the way of life. The way of the world is the way of death. Psalms 23, 5 and 6. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Ezekiel said in Ezekiel 34:14 and 15, I will feed them with good pasture, and on the mountain heights of Israel shall be their grazing land. There they shall lie down in good grazing land, and on rich pasture they shall feed on the mountains of Israel. I myself will be the shepherd of my sheep, and I myself will make them lie down, declares the Lord God. Friends, God supplies all our needs. The Faith Life Study Bible says the Hebrew phrase used here, Lioraka Yamin, literally means for length of days. This does not necessarily indicate eternity. It shows the psalmist expect to be Yahweh's guest all of his life, to enjoy the power of God and the comfort of God throughout their entire lifetime. Well, friends, a couple of concluding thoughts. Life has all types of challenges. Look to God for help. God is the source for help in our problems. Well, friends, good Lord willing, I'll be back with you next week.